I thought this would be a good time to do my MRSA update. So, MRSA, spelled MRSA, is a form of staph infection. And it likes metal. So if you have metal in your body, it likes to go after that. And the way that it works is they can't test for it unless you have an open sore. And typically it looks like one of those flesh-eating ones, you know? And it starts off as like a pimple. And I'm pretty sure I have a small one on my face, and there's definitely a small one on my arm. But I'm maintaining it. I know how to keep it away. But basically I've been going through a breakup, and I've just been so emotionally distraught. I kind of completely forgot that I almost died of this disease. So I started to consume cranberry juice and other additional things. I don't know, I was just like mindless in my eating, and I kind of forgot about my medicine. I just got really like mindless, you know? I was just so lost in the feelings of how I felt. And then I try to keep myself busy, just go, work. Try to do things that make me feel good, and the things that make me feel good are very spiritual things, man. And yeah, of course, spirituality is an escapism from post-traumatic stress. Things that are triggering. I have like a lot of post-traumatic stress with like boyfriends. And like I feel like I've never been able to trust a dude because they always abandon me, cheat on me, and there's no like commitment. Like I don't know if they've all just been programmed that way to just die alone and be asexual or something. I don't know. I just want to be in love, and I just want a family. And like it sucks that this MRSA stuff is forever, so I feel like it's eventually going to get me, or something's going to get me, you know. And I'm just trying to slow my roll, and like I said, enjoy every single moment and give myself permission. And I'm about to be out of commission. Like I'm not going to be able to walk if I get surgery. And honestly, I really could use the surgery. I really could, especially on my left inner screws. And time will only tell what's going to happen. Just extremely fearful, because I know that, like, I guess you could say I have sinned or like I've done things to receive negative karma, and I feel like I keep trying to repent, but like my Leahona, my inner compass, is kind of like messed up because I'm like lost, and like I feel like I'm excessively punished. I feel like I took a lot of things for granted. I was really happy in my relationship, but I guess you could say that like I manifested my biggest fears, and yeah, like you could say greed, or just like I had to, I don't know, man. I feel so much remorse and so much like self-blame and guilt, and I'm just excessively determined. I'm determined to do my purpose, which is becoming more and more clear the more I make room and space for, I guess, God or spirit. And just like I've been freaking out a lot of people with what I do, and honestly it's kind of a blessing, and I'm grateful. I'm doing my best not to be so stiff-necked and ignorant. Try not to do things that make my blood boil. You know, there's a lot of things. Something that makes my blood boil is how I can't perform an exercise the way that I used to. I used to be like a really vigorous exerciser. I used to love running and swimming, but like, you know, this metal in my ankle, like it really deteriorates a huge part of who I am. And that's another thing. If this stuff could come out, it'd be a blessing for the MRSA, I'd imagine, that, or maybe make it worse. I mean, God only knows. But, I mean, we all die sometime, Can I just enjoy my now and have what I really want? Like, I just don't understand why we condition ourselves and we make everything about money. And everybody gets so brainwashed. Like, I know in my life that, like, I did, like, a bad image. Like, I pretended like I cared about money and I created Your Spoiled Brat, but no one really knows that I created this character because I wanted you to really see yourselves for what you were doing, how materialistic you were, how brainwashed and easily you were controlled and manipulated. The only thing I ever really cared about in this life was true love. And true love is like, I see a person, of course. However, I also truly love plants. I mean, it's seva. It's selfless service. I can't explain it. I just feel excessively blessed. And I would like to do things for the profit of the future. I would like to bring great abundance by sharing some of these things that come to me. And I would like to document more things. I think I'm going to go see my grandma tomorrow. It's just an idea. It's uncomfortable to share with you these truths. I think I'm going to go back to see my Dr. PJ. I have, like, a lot of things I need to do. I need to take my medicine. I need to start eating appropriately. I need to get my house in order so I actually have a will to eat. And there are many things I need to do to get myself in order. And I have many art projects I would like to do. I will be listing my things online very shortly. I know I've been saying that for a while. But definitely, I have many things I need to do. I am lagging in the times, and there are times that are clashing. A lot of people don't really understand my language or my narratives. I'm just mad because I'm not being held right now. And I know Mother Earth is holding me, but there's the flesh of a man that I would just love to accompany me. But I am doing my best to forgive and just let him go and not be angry at him and not send him negative energy or pressure of any kind. I'm just going to keep focused. And I feel really guilty for everyone that I've ever wronged. And all the illusions that I've done. Like all the modeling, all the trickery. I really just wanted to change the world, and I did it the only way that I knew how, was to get attention through the marketing of Edward Bernays. I'm sorry for the forces of manipulation in nature. I would like to elaborate how there's also artificial intelligence people that exist in multiple things that I must save for later. I would love to have questions in the comments. I would love that if you enjoyed any of my creations, particularly my videos, if you enjoyed the free videos that I put out on YouTube, please send $5, $10, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever you got. Whatever you feel like I'm worth to you. Please show me what I'm worth. If anything. To you. Do you give me permission to eat? Do you get anything out of me? Am I worth your time and energy? Show me. If I had given you some type of resource or essence, perhaps in some way you can give back. Because I feel like I need to gather materials. Depression keeps getting the best of me. That probably doesn't help. I've been trying to use happy music and things like that get me out of it. But my anger and my inability to exercise and experience my experience how I wish to experience my experience, the more furious I get, especially at myself, because I had everything I wanted and I destroyed it. I'm just severely disappointed in myself, and I do hope to change the future. I would love great assistance. I would love true love. I feel like if I died, there would be, like, no people at my funeral. I feel like I've just been, like, so disrespectful to myself. And I put on this whole facade that, like, no one knows who I am. And it's just not fair. I also got upset that, like, I can't gather the body of our dead and bury it in my backyard anymore. Or where I choose and where I say. My vision's most precise and God. If only somebody would believe me or like hold me or at least comfort me through these times as I experience these experiences. Sometimes I do things out of spite and then I feel bad about doing it later. Sometimes it's only myself that suffers in the end. I'm grateful for all the life that I have had and all the experiences I have. I just like have a few more requests, you know? And just I surrender my faith. And I'm just open to what the present moment is going to speak. My Liahona, my inner compass, where God is in me, working through me as me. It's not easy to do my part. As a matter of fact, it gets really lonely being who I am, how I am, etc. I'm not for everybody. Part of me is just really jealous. I just wanted him to be happy with me. And he didn't seem to take the time to understand what I was experiencing. But I feel like I didn't take the time to really understand him either. So, let me go inside and wash myself really good. And wash the home. And keep exercising satya. Cleanliness of the yamas and niyamas, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping to have a rose healing ceremony as well. And I'm thinking I'm going to make up some stir fry and lots of garlic. Oh God, I'm just ready to just like bury the hatchet. And I've been like making prayers and all kinds of things that like I would just be so willing. So willing. I guess it's time to be moving on. Stop being a crybaby. I just feel like everyone that's been judging me, like if you actually knew who I am and how I don't care about money and how I just need money for rent and for food and to feed my cat and to buy kitty litter. It's not fair. It's not fair. Well, allow me to surrender to my, I guess it's called, what do they call it? It's something really cute. My probation. I'm stuck here as an inhabitant on this planet. Because I'm going to put together a bag, prepare for my experiences for tomorrow. And I'm just really grateful to be alive still. And I just need all the prayers and protection that I can get right now. And yes, all the love and affection that people actually want to give me. There's very few people that even want to be around me anymore. Like, as I became more open about my illnesses, my venereal, and my staph, I'm just like seriously contemplating if I'm gonna get true love at all this life, you know? Like, I sincerely thought I had it. And then I kept thinking, like, even up till now, I keep sometimes having a hope that, like, maybe this will all work out. But then again, like, my eyes burn with rage and judgment, imagining him elsewhere. But then I try to think about him just being nose deep in his books, but he's a guy, right? He has needs just like I have needs. I just wish we could have been there for each other and, like, been a part of each other's families. But I also felt like I would bring shame to his family for the things that I had done as an 18-year-old child. I also have a lot of, like, unforgiveness for myself, like places where I should have I feel like I should have, like, reported this guy Ariel for touching me in my sleep and things like that. And because I didn't do anything, I wonder if he ever did anything to someone else. You know, I just feel like there's many places where I could have taken my place, and I feel like I just didn't when I should have. And there's many things that I struggle to forgive others for, and then really I'm the one that suffers because I won't forgive. But let me get myself together. I do have a few jobs coming up. I do need to build the online store because I need as much resources and income to start squirreling away for when I'm sick so I can pay the rent. I think, like, I'll be out 6 months. I should probably do math and figure out what I'm going to need to do and put some things in reserves. God is speaking in the lightning right now, going off. There's some mega omens and messages. Man, I don't want my grandma to go to Rainbow Bridge. I mean, I do. I know it's like the greatest reward ever. I'm just going to miss her so much. I cried like crazy. I cried like crazy processing it. I'm getting some visions for some ideas and options for me to, like, enjoy. But, like I said, let me disconnect and reconnect with my current experience. I feel I need to do the right thing. And let me just do what I need to do. I mean, it's not easy to be doing what I'm doing, but there's only one person who can do the part that I can, my Laihona. Follow your own inner compass. Listen to the little voice that knocks and says that that's not right. Figure out what really makes you happy. Give yourself permission to be happy. Do things for the planet. Things that last for when you're not here. Plant a tree. Buy a plant. Plant it in a local park. I think there's a big storm coming, but what do I know, right? I'm just overwhelmed. I'm definitely in a flood zone. All I've ever wanted in my whole life was like a Disney movie, you know? Prince Charming. And like holds the door open for you, sings you songs, dedicates songs to you, picks flowers, puts them in your hair, does things he doesn't really want to because he loves you, like ice skating, going to movies, exercise together, like BFFs, like do everything together, play with animals. Alright, I've been saying it forever, but don't worry about me, you know? Don't worry about me. What's meant for me shall never pass me. And like, if you believe in God, then God's taking care of me. And yeah, even in the bad ways that I deserve. So, give yourself a hug. If you see me, please give me a hug. I could probably definitely need one right now. And let's just stay focused on making changes for the future. If you're intelligent with computers, please be mindful. Please use your gifts for the power of good, not evil, and make sure that you use them instead of not at all. Well, I hope everyone has a great 4th of July and that you're paying attention to the language of the present moment. Because God definitely wants to talk in the silence.